back in Alaska, Arctic series. Ready to start digging down from here. I've already sort of just got it started a little bit. Put some conveyors in, pretty much just remove the dirt because it makes it too hard to try and dig using this thing digging straight down like this. But once we get down there, we should be okay, I think. Alright, let's throw our lights and stuff on. Let's head straight down. Should start to face down. There we go. And then we just start digging straight from here. So pretty much the same as what we do when we're up higher. We've just got to try and keep it nice and steady. Let's bring this tail down. Right, it's a bit bouncy going down here, and I'm not sure why, but it's a very, very tight working area, as you can see. Not sure why it's not. Not sure if it's not liking the grade, or is it just struggling a little bit because it's downhill potentially. Not 100% sure, but alright, I'm going to put the head right down so we can try and dig down a little bit deeper, and then we'll put our straight pieces in. We pretty much just want to dig straight from here. Obviously I want to go 2 down so we've got the ability to throw our side conveyors straight into this guy, which will be way, way further down, hopefully. Alright, just want to do a little bit more. As high as we can until it stops sort of chunking in. I think it's because is our cab hitting the side? Is that why it's... That might be the reason why. I'm not 100% sure. So it's a very, very tight working area down there, but I think it may have something to do with our cab hitting the side. Right, there we go. Right, let's head down. Start doing our flat from here. Make sure we remove as much of this excess stuff as we can. Right, I want to put walls in straight away. I'm not sure if I need to throw a wall in underneath this guy, not just yet. We eventually will, but I don't know if I want to do it just yet because it's going to make it too tight for us to get sort of in and out. Alright, let's go back down. I'm going to need to raise the tail. Alright, just start digging, I guess. Ugh. Yeah, we're having some trouble here. I did do this before and it wasn't this bloody difficult. So I'm not sure what's going on here. It's hitting on something. Alright, keep turning, keep turning. Just going to start digging and try and turn our head the direction I want to go. There we go. Now put our head back down. That should be better if I can sort of straighten ourselves up a little bit. There we go. Alright, better. Then we'll need to slowly start to bring the rear end down as we get further in. Alright, let's jump out, throw in a couple of new conveyors if we can click on them. I'll have to run around the other side if I can just see it. There we go, perfect. Alright, I want to make sure that definitely got plenty of room either side of these conveyors. Alright, so I did actually, after talking to you guys as well, I did actually remove that little, I think it's the cone crusher, because it was actually removing our bauxite and everything, so I did test it. So you don't need one of those things. I don't know if there's a way that you could put them in and run it different to how I've been running it. I don't know. You guys let me know. You guys are the experts. Well, hopefully you guys are experts anyway. Still waiting on... I think Nick from Splitting 2 was going to do a conveyor tutorial, which would be really cool because, you know, I feel like I know what I need to be doing, but I'm not guaranteeing I'm actually doing the right thing. So it'd be nice to know if what we're doing is right or if it's wrong. Why are we balling up again already? Shouldn't be balling up just yet. Right, there we go. So I don't know if I should be going, digging left, come back, dig right with our header or not. But now we're going to start balling up quite a bit, and that's coal, so we don't want to be losing too much of that. Alright, let's remove a little bit of the sides, put down our sides in. One thing I did also notice is I feel like I've built everything off the one piece, so from one of these two conveyors, but originally things didn't line up properly, so I don't know if the conveyors line up different either side. I don't know, but I was slowly building everything up top in that little time lapse, and I noticed that things weren't lining up properly and had to go back and remove half of the foundation and redo it. So I'm not sure what sort of happened there, but right, so I feel like we need walls in now, or at least slope walls to try and contain all this material, not lose any. Alright, I'm going to go all the way back to the start. And then throw our header to the left. As far back as I can go anyway. Lift our tail up. Far up as it can go. Cannot see a thing. There we go, I'll start digging to the left. We want to try and expose enough of that wall. Alright, now we'll go back, try and move over to the right a little bit, which is going to be hard, I think, because of the cabs here. Right, we may need to do a little bit of smoothing with our tool, obviously, just to make things a little bit better. I'll start lowering the back down again. Get to that point where we need to start straightening up. There we go. Then we'll just dig our whole way through, hopefully. So there's still a decent amount of coal here, which is great. We're not going to leave too much of this behind. I feel like, obviously in real life we'd be chasing the coal seam, but with it not being horizontal, it being like a big ball shape or whatever, it's hard to chase. Whereas in real life, for me, in open cut mining, pretty sure underground's the same. Never been underground, but it's a horizontal seam, maybe 10 centimeters thick, or an inch, 6 inches, 12 inches, 2 meters thick. Who knows? They all sort of vary, but yeah, I just feel like, well, Christian's done a pretty good job. It's not accurate to real life, but it's still pretty bloody good. Right, yeah, so I'll come through and I'll smooth all these walls out. Right, let's jump out. We got enough room to sneak around? We should have. Yeah, perfect. So removing a little bit of this. Sorry guys, had to mute. Sneeze. Don't want to be sneezing in the bloody microphone because it'll probably blow your eardrums out. Oh, there we go. Just smooth more of this out. Awesome, let's dig down this side. This is gonna go for as long as we can really. Like, we need to work out how many conveyors long it is above and then sort of just match it. I think it's gonna stay this depth the whole way through now. Right, we're clearly not on track here, but I'll just move the header a little bit. Right, then we can obviously come through and blast the walls and everything and try and get through to the upper layer. Right, beautiful. That'll do. So I said this is going to go for quite a while. Right, now let's see if we can back this thing out without too much of an issue. Not sure what's bloody hitting there, but we need a lot more room down here, as you can see. Like, we're just struggling to get this thing out. It's obviously probably not the ideal machine to be trying to do this, but it works. Right, so now we'll need to back up. We'll need to blast the whole thing. So obviously once we put it down in there, we probably want to leave it in there. So is this the option where we buy a second one? You know, potentially it'd be a good idea to have a second one. One running underground, one running, well, they're both underground, but one running on top, one running below. Alright, so now we need to put in our wooden roof. Let's actually fill this in. Could I get one more under there? Probably not. Can't quite see it. Yeah, we'll fill this in so that way the rocks won't. Hopefully, we won't lose too much with this blast. Right, yeah, from there to there, that'll be fine. I don't think we need to go any further. Right, from there, let's throw these guys in all the way along, and then we'll throw in a blast. I have found out an easier way to do this with these roofs, so the roof pieces. But at the moment, I don't want to put any walls in, so you need to have walls behind this for it to you'll be able to run along and just mash the button and do it really, really smoothly. But alright, so I think we definitely still want to do the same sort of process, so we'll throw these guys in. We pretty much just want to blast. Actually, we need to go from here. I think. Will that be high enough? Because that's going to be 1.5. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3 meters is halfway up. Yeah, probably. We may need to use a bigger dynamite for down here, just to make sure we're blasting through the roof. Obviously, the walls are going to be solid concrete, so we don't really need to see through them with the mesh. It'll just be solid concrete the whole way along. Obviously, the idea is so we have one central underground part. These guys will eventually be moved. So somewhere down here, you know, this guy will kick in, this guy will kick in, and then the same with these guys. Like they will. I don't know if we can kick these guys in and put in a conveyor to go straight or not. I don't think they'll quite hit. So we need to sort of work out how these guys are going to go in. So this guy will kick in, this guy will kick in and dump in straight away, which is fine. But these guys, if this one turns here, it'll stop here. So we need to put in a ramp. Then the next one will stop here. So we need to make sure we've got the slope walls underneath these two. and then these two will drop straight in, so that should be fine. Right, let's grab some, I think RDX is 8 meters, yeah, we'll go with some RDX. Might as well max buy, we did make a decent amount of income last episode, I think 1.5 mil or something, which I have paid off our debt, and we still have 828 left, so we've still got a decent amount in the bank. Right, so this should blow all the way through and expose the roof or the conveyors up above. Right, let's go back. Cover your ear. Oh, no. Oh, let's take these out first. So don't cover our ears yet, guys. Sometimes I forget that. Luckily, I usually remember last minute. Right, let's go. Right, beautiful. Most of that should go straight in. There's going to be bits and pieces up here that may not want to go in, but look at all this coal we would have left behind if we didn't go down. Look at all this coal. Definitely don't want to leave this behind. Right, let's get that back. So I think we definitely do want like a permanent slope on either side. Yeah, I feel like we definitely do, but I want to put these walls in. But I feel like we'd need to go... Need to be able to get in so I can see behind this block. There we go. Run a wall that far back. Same along here, we need to sort of just push back in a little bit, not too much. That's, as I said, it's opened us up to the top, so we'll eventually put like a mesh above this so we won't actually fall in. Right, we need to get some more concrete blocks. These guys are bloody expensive when you're buying this many. 110k. And that's part of the reason why it costs us so much to build our wash plant up top, because of the cost of the concrete blocks. Like, they're so bloody expensive. Like, for the base and everything, we've got a lot of steel up there as well. Like, I tried to do most of it out of wood, but I didn't want to do a wooden roof. Obviously, we're in like Antarctica, a cold environment, so I figured we'd want to go with a proper steel roof rather than a wooden one. Right, beautiful. Can I get one in there? Thought it just gave me the option. Maybe not. Right, beautiful. And then put that the whole way along, and then the same on this side. And then this will just continue like the whole way down. Right, so let's go along and throw underneath. Beautiful. And then we can do the sides. This is good. We can just run, as long as you got your mouse cursor for the top part of this block, like, it should just place reasonably easily. You need to sort of adjust the mouse as you run down the side. I just hold left and just smash the mouse button. So I'd like to see a the ability to click and hold and drag, but I don't know how hard that would be to implement. But right, there we go. It's got that coming down, and then, as I said, down this side here, I think we're going to need to put in like concrete slopes. Where are they? Concrete roof. There we go. So buy buildings, let's go concrete roof. We'll scrap 2 lots at 99. Why not? Rich enough. Right, and then run these guys the whole way along. So now we can just absolutely smash the button. Now we've got a block behind it, just makes it so much easier to place these. We just smash it as we go, and then that's good. Now hopefully this machine will still be able to come down here and still continue to dig. We'll just dig straight through, right in the middle, and then we'll just blast either side. Should all fall in again. But that's how it's going to be from here. And then, as I said, we'll eventually, let's say, we'll do it about here, what, there and there. Not that that matters, but we'll take that out. We're going to go left turns. We throw you in there, and you in there. You'll see that they'll both just fall straight in. But obviously, these guys, I want them to be down further. So these guys will be, where are they? That the next level, wouldn't be the next level down, is it? Here, so they'll be coming out just here. So these conveyors are going to go down a level as well. So that way they're here, because we need a gap above the conveyor for the rocks to spawn. We also need room below. So they'll come out. One will come out here and one will come out there. So, but these conveyors are all going to go down underground, and eventually this will all be removed and be either replaced with, I'm not sure if I want to replace it with wooden floor the whole way, or concrete. Like, I like the wooden accent on the side, so maybe concrete down the middle, and then obviously we want to throw the mesh over the top, which we need to throw a block in first before we can throw the mesh in. Yeah, so this guy will run the whole way along. Just like this, so that way we can walk over it / drive over it and see below. Make sure things are processing. I think that's how I want it. Maybe we don't need to. Maybe we just, like, where the transfer point is, we'll throw mesh. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on how I want it to look, because I don't want it to look unsupported or unsafe, and I don't know how. I mean, looks like it's pretty strong steel mesh, but still, I don't know how unsupported it's going to be. All right, let's grab this guy, because I want to keep this guy up above. So what we'll do is we'll buy a second one, purely run down below. Which I don't know how we're going to get this guy in. Got all the bloody conveyors in the way. We'll work it out. Right, so this guy will be our main sort of upper face digger. So as I said, all these conveyors now will drop down to that next level. So we're going to have to remove all this. We're going to have to come back through and dig down at that level. I think sort of just trying to work out how we're going to do the cross section. So if we were to start a cross section through here, these guys will be down an extra level, so it can just pop straight into the top. Yeah, I don't know. We'll work it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. Right, so let's shut this guy down over here somewhere. So leave him. He'll continue to dig through this way. Yeah, upper digger, and then we'll need one that's going to continue to run down through here. Right, so let's just remove this one side. Throw these couple of blocks in. Open this door. Let's buy vehicles underground. I'll buy another one of you. 6. I think we need to turn around this way and drop it right there. Nope, I was facing the wrong way. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it even matters which way I'm facing. Nope, it clearly doesn't matter. Right, hopefully we can, yeah, we should be able to turn this thing around. Might have to go all the way up here to turn it around. Will this actually go up there with the head? Ooh, just. It's a bit steep, I think. Right, so the mesh through here is just purely so we can see the conveyor. We don't really need it. Right, so we're going to need some lights on this thing. Going to need... actually, let's not put the wider tracks on this one. It's going down low, so we don't really need the wider tracks. Should be able to sneak this guy in. Will it fit through? Will it just fit through the door? That's what I was hoping. That there shouldn't be any machinery bigger than this needing to get inside, so this will work. Also, this thing's going to need fuel, so we may need to just pop the fuel tank down temporarily. Right, there we go. Let's have a look. Have we still got the fuel tank? Yes, we do. Stick it there, doesn't really matter. Obviously, I want to buy the truck, so the truck will come in and out and refuel. Right, get that back. Now, I think we're going to need to... let's fix this thing up first. So grab those out of here. We need to up conveyors. Wrong way. Turn right. Is that actually where it was though? Because it seemed, yeah, it must be, but it was too close to the bloody door, as you can see. Maybe I think we need to take this back a little bit. I don't want it that close to the door. Oh, let's get this guy down a little bit at least. Right, there we go. So now I think we... yeah, take these ones out. Go with our upsies. I can get out of the way. There we go. And then turn right. That'll work. And then we just need get those out and grab these back in, and then just a way to make sure these guys aren't going to go anywhere. Yep, I think that'll do, just to sort of hold it in. Alright, beautiful. Throw those back out. Need to get the mesh back on. Alright, now this guy will need to get back down through into here. Need to lift that rear end. You're going up. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm pressing R, not T. Alright, then we need to straighten ourselves up. Alright, so what I've sort of worked out is the headers inside the lip of either side of the conveyor, the header will fit nicely, so I don't really care about where my tracks are pointing anymore. We'll just, you know, adjust the header as we need to. You can see we've still got plenty of coal under here that we would have missed all this. Thankfully. We're not gonna, because that's plenty of profit. Right, so keep digging in. I think we're definitely going to have to try and gouge the sides as well. Right, now we need to start lowering the back. Right, there we go, start backing out. So it's going to be a slow process. And then I think we're going to need to remove A fair bit of these. Probably don't need any of them right now, so I could probably remove all of them, but... Alright, there we go. Throw that in there. Let's come through and remove a lot of this. So I need to spend a bit more time removing through here just to minimize the chance of things building up underneath and stuff. Beautiful. So I'm sort of thinking if we run along this left wall as best we can, just run along straight. Actually, no, we can't, can we? Because we've got no conveyor below us. We're gonna have to do this whole left and right gizmo sort of thing. Yeah, so dig a certain distance straight, and then come back and do either side again. This is how it's going to have to. Otherwise, if we run down either side, we've got no conveyor to catch it. But you know, that's fine. As I said, it's going to be quite time consuming to get through as far as we need to go, but once we dig through like this and we just blast, it's going to be a huge payday for us. Right, so back it out. I was thinking we don't need those other the bigger tracks. I like the bigger tracks, but I don't really bloody need them. Right, just run with that inside of that track along the top of that lip. Should be pretty good, I think. So obviously, if we dig all the way to that wall, it's going to be a decent blast for us, and then we'll continue to leave the conveyors up top, and they'll just spit straight out down below. We just need to work out where we're going to put in a cross junction, which I may need to go into the time-lapse. The time-lapse thing in-game, because we can actually look through the mountains and stuff and work out where we want to actually throw in our first cross junction, even if we only throw in one cross junction right in the middle of the whole thing. Like, I'm not really sure as to how I want to do it just yet. So I know, obviously, this is pretty repetitive at the moment with what we're currently doing, and it's pretty much all we're going to be doing long term until the new open pit DLC sort of comes out. But we should have plenty of money to buy any new equipment that does arrive because of that. Because of that new DLC, with obviously all the money we're making at the moment. So I just don't know how we go about finding, with the new open pit DLC, we're just going to need to open a pit somewhere, but I don't know where to open the pit in the Arctic map, because you can't really see anything. I think we just sort of pick a spot and wing it, I guess. Haven't really decided, so I'll leave that up to you guys. We just pick a spot and go for it, or do we get the excavator with the drill head on it and sort of just pick a spot and drill and see what's there, see what we can actually potentially run into, which I don't think they're going to be pockets of lithium or anything like that. I think it's just going to be either dirt or stone, I suppose. But righto guys, we'll leave that digging there. We'll go up and see how much money we've made from today. So that guy's going to continue doing his thing, which is good. As I said, I'm not sure about this open top. Should it be steel? Like a proper steel floor? Still undecided. You guys let me know. Should we go steel floor? Should we go concrete wall? We don't have any concrete floors. Let's buy some concrete floors. Let's grab 10. Should we go concrete floor or should we go the wooden floor? Right, move these things around. I've got everything in the right spot then. The 6 or wooden floor as a permanent long-term support. Keep the mesh there so we can see underneath. Cover it with steel and just use mesh when we've got like the side bits joining in. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me fill these holes in. Actually, there's not much point in doing that. Get these conveyors out because they're not being used at the moment, but I will definitely need to fill that in. And that ramp's gonna have to move too, I think. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting trying to get that into here. Didn't think of that. Bummer, we'll work it out. Nice big storm coming through. Anyway, let's go up and check and see what we made from today. Is it still processing? Nope, we're finished. So I'll show you guys this as well. So we've taken out that little cone crusher, I think it was, and just gone straight through to the fractioner. Should be way better for us, but alright, so we've got some gravel, some bauxite, coal, magnetite, some copper, rhodium, lithium, and solid rock. 300k. That's good. I could just imagine how much money we've lost by having that extra bloody crusher in. We would have lost a heap. 156, 239. Is it going to be close to 270, 265? They're not bad. I think another $500,000. I think maybe a little bit less. I'm not 100% sure, but still done a pretty good bloody job. So not a lot of digging, but still a decent amount of profit. This is why we need an access to get inside from inside up top, so we don't get wet. We get stuck out in a bloody blizzard. Alright, I've got to fix this. But yeah, rightio guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. If you did, as always, smash that like button, leave a comment, let me know about the flooring. If you guys are new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet guys, please do so. It's been Britto, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.